Accounting terminologies part 2 will start. Bonus shares. What is bonus shares? Shares allotted by capitalization of the reserves or surplus of a corporate enterprise. Book value. What is book value? The amount at which an item appears in the books of accounts or financial statement. It does not refer to any particular basis on which the amount is determined. Example, cost, replacement, value, etc. Borrowing cost. Borrowing costs are interest and other costs incurred by an enterprise in connection with the borrowing of funds. Bonds, debentures. What is bonds and debentures? It is a formal document consisting acknowledgement of a debt by an enterprise, usually given under its common seal and normally containing a provisions regarding payment of interest, repayment of principal, and security if any. It is transferable in the appropriate manner. Call. Uh, Call means a demand pursuant to the term of issue to pay a part or whole of the balance remaining payable on shares, debentures after allotment, called up share capital. It is that part of the subscribed share capital which shareholders have required to pay. Capital generally refers to the amount invested in an enterprise by its owners. For example, paid up share capital in a corporate enterprise. It is also used to refer to the interest of owners of an enterprise. Capital assets. Assets including investments not held for sale, conversion or consumption in the ordinary course of business. Capital commitment. It is future liability for capital expenditure in respect of which contracts have been made. Capital employed. These are the finances deployed by an enterprise in its net fixed asset, investment and working capital. Capital employed in an operation may, however, exclude investment outside its operation. Capital profit oblique capital losses. These are excess of proceeds realized from the sale, transfer or exchange of the wholesale or part of a capital as over its cost. When the result of computation is negative, it is referred to as capital loss. Capital reserve. A reserve of a corporate enterprise which is not available for distributing a dividend. Capital work in progress. Expenditure on capital assets which are in the process of constitution or completion. Cash. Cash comprises cash on hand and demand deposit with bank. Cash equivalents. Cash equivalents are short-term high liquid investments which are readily convertible to known amount of cash which are subject to insignificant risk of changes in value. Cash basis of accounting. The method of recording transactions by which revenue and cost and asset and liabilities are reflected in the accounts in the period in which actual receipts or actual payments are made. Cash discount. A reduction granted by a supplier from the invoiced price in consideration of the immediate payment or payment within a stipulated period. Cash profit. It is the net profit as incurred by non-cash costs such as depreciation, amortization, etc. When the result of the computation is negative, it is termed as cash loss. Carrying amount. Carrying amount is the amount at which an asset is recognized in the balance sheet, net of any accumulated amortization and accumulated impairment losses thereon. Charge. Charge means an encumbrance on an asset to secure indebtedness or obligation. It may be fixed or floating. Check. Check means a bills of exchange drawn on upon specified banker and expressed to be payable otherwise than on demand. Collateral security. Security which is given in addition to the principal security against the same liability or obligation. Cost of disposal. Cost of disposal are incremental costs directly attributable to the disposal of an asset, excluding finance cost and income tax expense. Contingency. A contingency is a condition or situation, the ultimate outcome of which gain or loss will be known or determined only on the outcome, occurrence or non-occurrence of one or more of the future events. Contingent assets. An asset, the existence, ownership or value at which may be known or determined only on the occurrence or non-occurrence of one or more future uncertain future events. Contingent liability. An obligation relating to existing condition or situation may arise depending on the occurrence or non-occurrence of one or more future uncertain events. Contra account. One contra account means one or two more accounts which partially or wholly set up uh, another or other accounts. Cost. Cost means the amount of expenditure incurred or attributable to a specific article, product or activity. Cost of purchase. What is cost of purchase? It is the purchase price including duties and taxes, freights, inwards and expenditure directly attributable to acquisition, less trade discount, rebates, duty drawbacks and subsidies in respect of such purchase. Cost of goods sold. What is cost of goods sold? The cost of goods sold during an accounting period in a manufacturing operations. It is the cost of material, labor and factory overheads, selling and administrative expenses are normally excluded. Conversion cost. What is conversion cost? It is the cost incurred to convert raw material or component, finished or semi-finished product. These normally include costs which are specifically attributable to units of production, direct labor, direct expenses, and subcontract work. The production overheads are applicable in accordance with either the direct cost of absorption costing method, production overhead exclude expenses which relate to general administration, finance, selling, and distribution. Convertible debenture. What are convertible debentures? A debenture which gives the holder a conversion, right to its conversion wholly or partly in accordance with the terms of issue. Cumulative dividend. What is cumulative dividend? A dividend payable on cumulative preference share, which if unpaid accumulates as a claim against the earnings of a corporate enterprise before any distribution made to other shareholders. Current assets. What are current assets? Cash and other assets that are expected to be converted in cash or consumed in the production or goods or rendering to services in the normal course of business. Current liabilities. What are current liabilities? Liability including loan, deposit and bank overdraft which fall due for payment in a relatively short period, normally not more than 12 months. This is it. Remaining part next time.